Hello and welcome to another unboxing video. This package just arrived and this is gift from one of the biggest Visuino fans that I have ever encountered, Dr. Travis Petricek. As you may know, I occasionally received as contributions and gifts variety of hardware from different people and companies in order to be able to add support for it in Visuino. I also buy quite some hardware, but obviously my resources are limited, so I really appreciate the generosity of other people. But Dr. Travis Petricek has gone way above and beyond anything I have ever seen. Not only he has sent me variety of hardware, actually quite a considerable amount, but he also has provided me with very valuable advices and suggestions on how to proceed with the Visuino development and the whole project. So thank you, sir, I highly appreciate it. And everybody should express their gratitude to this generous gentleman. So without further ado, let's see what the good doctor has sent me this time. Let's cut the package. And see what's inside. This package came directly from the Arduino themselves, and this is the first package I received directly from them, so let's see how they have packed everything. Wow, just look at this. All of this just arrived and all of this waiting to be added in Visuino, and all of this thanks to the generosity of this gentleman. And this is only a fraction of everything he has sent me. I simply am speechless and unable to express my gratitude. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. And I will do my best to add every single one of those boards as supported in Visuino as soon as possible. Obviously with quite some stuff, it will take a while, but that being said, I'm gonna do my best. So, let's start with this. We have Nicla Vision, Arduino Pro Nicla Vision, Arduino Portenta C33, Arduino MKR ENV Shield R2, MKR Ethernet Shield, MKR GPS Shield, Arduino Nano ESP32, Portenta X8. I have already added another type of Portenta that I bought myself, but this one is a different version and I also will add it in Visuino very soon. This is a Vision Shield for the Portenta boards, quite important considering that I have started, as you may have noticed, adding more and more video support in Visuino, and hopefully we'll start moving more and more toward computer vision. So we'll be able to do more computer vision projects in Visuino. And this is another type of Portenta Vision Shield. They have slight different design and now add support for both of them. And finally, quite important board. This is one of the Arduino Opta boards. When we discussed what he wanted to donate, I suggested we picked a rich type board that will allow me to also add and test similar boards, so he will not have to order for me every single type of Arduino board, but having one of them, I will be able to also add support for few similar boards without him spending so much money. He already obviously has spent a lot of funds to help funding the Visuino development. So now we can go quickly through each of the boards. What we should start with. Let's start with the Arduino classic type of boards. Let's assume they're classic or standard or basic versus the Pro. And we'll start with, yeah, they're all, no, this is a standalone board, so we'll start with the standalone board. Let's open the package. And here it is. It apparently has Nano type of ESP32 chip. As far as I can see, yes, EU box Nano type of chip. It appears to have some kind of secondary controller, either a secondary controller or this is the USB to serial converter chip. I will have to check that. Again, I have not had chance to research each of the boards in details. I will be doing that as I slowly add them one by one in Visuino. I may, if time allows me, also be able to post some additional video, at least on some of the boards, and maybe some details on how the process of adding them to Visuino goes, or maybe even show you some of the already added Visuino support briefly. Of course, once the support is available in Visuino, everybody will be able to download and start playing with the boards. And yes, Visuino, even the standard completely free version, will support all of those boards and you will be able to play with them. Next, let's pick one of the shields. And voila! Let's see how this shield looks like. So seems like all the sensors are mounted here on the top. Well, I'll have to study it. I really will have to study it. Does it have some kind of RTC as well? I don't see RTC on the bottom. That's probably humidity or something, or air pressure, I do not know. So there is temperature, humidity is here, so this is probably air pressure. This is some kind of different type of light sensors or something, I'll have to see, and micro SD. This actually appears to be a relatively simple shield to map to Visuino. It is quite a fun shield, however, so it will be very beneficial to have it available for the Visuino development. Okay, let's do the GPS shield next. Oh boy. Here we have some cables too. So, gently. Oh boy. This thing appears to have some kind of stemma type of connector. I will have to go online and research it some more. I presume this is some kind of stemma type of cable, but I do not know for sure. It could be battery, it could be steamer, but judging by, it's not steamer, it has way too many wires to be a steamer if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll have to research this shield in more details. In any case, it appears to have GPS and of course battery to keep the GPS pinging the satellites and not losing track when it is off. Mainly actually not that much that, but if I am not mistaken the way GPS works, it mainly keeps the time updated, so it knows which satellites should be in view and can much faster pick them up. Again, not being GPS expert, but just have observed how GPSs tend to work. So next we have this quite important, I presume, Ethernet shield. I am not sure what's the chip on it. Yeah, without magnifying glass, with my aging eyes, I may not be able to directly see the chip. Could be 5500 or something, I don't know yet, but I will be able to figure it out and naturally map it in Visuino. Now we finish the standard boards and we will move next to the professional boards, and boy, there are quite few of them. So we'll start with the smallest controller. This is very cute controller indeed. I have heard quite some about it and I'm very excited to have one and hopefully map it in Visuino. So here it is. It has some antenna which I will leave in the box. And boy, there is more tape and more tape. So obviously the back can be accessed from here. So here it is. Obviously it has connectivity. I presume it is Wi-Fi. Again, I have not had chance to do a deep research, but most importantly, in addition to probably some other sensors, it has built-in camera. So again, this will be a fantastic addition now that I'm adding more and more camera support and video support in Visuino. It already supports quite a few boards that have cameras, and the number is growing. I just added another one 2 days ago to the latest beta, and it will be available when the official version is released. So we will continue with Portenta C33. There are quite few Portenta boards now available. As I mentioned, I already had one type already, which is mapped and available in Visuino. Has been for a few months already. And now with the new ones hopefully being added soon. Remove this one. Okay, again we have some antenna which I will leave inside for the time being, not to lose which track of which antenna belongs to which module. And voila! Again, on first glance they look similar. They have the pin header and this type of shield connector which allows to connect this type of shields. That's quite dense connector. I remember that when I was mapping it in Visuino, it took me quite some time to properly work it out and properly map it. Other than that, yeah, obviously it has Wi-Fi apparently. Yeah, this appears to be ESP32 of sort. So it appears to have ESP32 dedicated controller, mainly for the Wi-Fi and I presume Bluetooth, as well as the main controller, which, if I remember correctly, is an ARM type of controller, but I'll have to double check. And this is a dual core controller, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the Portenta 8 had more cores even, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, so many different devices, I cannot remember off the top of my head, especially devices that I have not worked with yet. So let's move to the next one. We'll do the Portenta next, the Portenta X8. I think this is the highest end Portenta, but I may be mistaken. Again, comes with antenna, which I will leave inside. And let's take it out of the bag and take a look. Looks quite similar. Obviously the connectivity chip is different because I do not see expressive chip here. The shield connector is the same. The so-called professional, I believe, or Portenta type of shield connector. And again, I have to look at the specs, but if I remember correctly, this one, I think it had even more cores. So again, I'll have to see how the hell best to map all of this in Visuino, at least for initial support, and the support may improve over time as I find better and better ways to program the controllers graphically. And finally we are moving to the Portenta. Well, not finally, because there is one really final goodie right here, which I'm saving the best for last. We'll start with this one, the two Vision shields. Both of them probably will be some of the most complex items to add to Visuino. So here is one of the shields. It appears to be the camera here. Not sure what is this here, but it could be camera interface or something. I will have to see. Oh no, this appears to be connectivity. So we appear to have, though I do not see antenna here in the box, but judging by the type of connector I'm observing, this most likely has some kind of, presumably Wi-Fi or something like that type of connectivity. And there are two goodies here, which I may suspect to be microphones, but I'm purely speculating. I have no idea what these two guys are without digging into the documentation. So that's it for this shield. Let's move to the final shield. Again, this is quite a considerable amount of hardware and is bound to keep me busy for quite a while. And some really complex boards may require considerable changes to Visuino itself, so again, some of the stuff here may take longer than others to be added, but that's how life goes. So okay, the mystery starts to get solved already. So this one apparently has a Wi-Fi type of connectivity with this chip, and they share the same they share literally the same board. Oh, they both have micro SD. I missed the micro SD when I was exploring this shield. But they're the same board. The difference is that this one has apparently a Wi-Fi connectivity type of chip. This one has Ethernet type of connectivity. I do not know through which particular chip. Otherwise, they appear to be absolutely identical. So here are the two shields. Very interesting. And now to the start, let's say, of the show. Here we have Arduino Pro Opta. And you know, Visuino Pro was specifically designed for industrial automation. Of course, for other type of engineering as well, but the primary focus, of course, was industrial automation. And this is one of the new series of Arduino PLC controllers, which are specifically done for industrial automation as well as maybe some home automation. And this is a fantastic device, obviously, to be supported, especially by Visuino Pro, allowing people to do industrial and home automation with ease. So again, I have not had chance to do a full research on the device. I simply know that it's an Arduino based PLC controller. Unlike the other Arduino boards, let's see if it comes with any documentation in the box. Most of them come with only online documentation, which again, I have nothing against that nowadays. Save some paper. But sometimes it's interesting to see also some printed documentation to get a quick start on the device. Yeah, indeed, this time we do have a manual of sort. So we have connection diagram. Of course, we have RS485 Wi-Fi. Obviously, there was Ethernet connector. There are a few different versions of the Opta. When we discussed it with the doctor what he should send me, I tried to pick one that had most of the features, so I'm using it as a test bed. I should be able to add all of the Optas, but we'll see about that. So the manual seems to be rather brief, just quick listing of the... Okay, this is the English version. Quick listing of the different features, LEDs and buttons and stuff like that. So yeah, for more detailed information I will have to go online. Oh, okay, here is some information. So there appears, yes, it's similar to the Portenta and the other ones. It has ARM type of Cortex M7 and M4 dual core system. One of the cores is more powerful and faster than the other. Again, I probably will map it the same way as I map Portenta for now in Visuino, though with multi-core systems I may need to invent new ways of generating the code in Visuino and somehow make it easier to design for both cores in a single diagram. One God knows how I'll be able to do that, but that's for me to solve and for you to enjoy. That's about it for this controller from what I can figure. So that's it. Considerable amount of hardware. Will be a lot of fun for me to add to Visuino and battle through all of the different features and functionalities, and hopefully a lot of fun for you once all of it is supported and you all start enjoying it. If you like the video and want to support the channel as well as some of my Visuino work, please remember to click the like button and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everybody had a great day, and I will see you soon in the next video. Goodbye everyone!